morning. It's Monday morning, March 23rd, 2020, and it is snowing. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe within a week we had probably all seasons. So this is very interesting. And so, yeah, the weekend went well. I thought that the let loose worked very well. I had a regular weekend, so it seemed like an ordinary weekend, at least for the time being. So today, with Monday being the first day back to work for most of us, and the kids back to schoolwork, I wanted to talk about commitment. Another word that is related to togetherness, and doing things together. And in a way, commitment for me is something that could be related to all our aspects of life. We can commit it to be good people, we can be committed to be a good wife, a good husband, and committed to do the best we can in difficult situations like the ones we're all facing right now. And so being in these situations right now, it can make it harder for us to stay committed, because we are being torn into different directions from everyday changes and from being at home all the time with our loved ones, and it's being maybe some struggles because we can't really do the activities that we're usually used to, especially on the weekends where we get together in groups and do like sports that we follow and all sorts of things, like going out to the bars or whatever people do on the weekends, right? And so being committed to very simplified living and just small things, for me, one important thing that I haven't been able to get through as much, a little bit more this weekend, is self-care. So I want to be more committed and challenge myself this week to find more moments of self-care. So let's say if you are by yourself, you care for yourself already, then it might be the opposite, is maybe reaching out to others more and connect with them through FaceTime, WhatsApp, or whatever virtual ways we have to connect with each other, which I also touched a little bit on yesterday. And so commitment even goes back to when we're talking about habits, which I keep mentioning, just because habits is something, it's part of routines that either we done it for many years, or it's something new that we would like to do, but it all comes down to our commitment. So if we're not willing to put the time in and put the efforts in, then it doesn't really come through. And just yesterday, some part of these summits, mindful living summits, and also part of the emotional intelligence 5-day workshops, I learned that there is a way of getting around it. So there is the intention, like I spoke about on Friday, and it's about the willingness to do something and knowing that it's good for us. But then we have the other parts of us that are our routines, meaning we have to adjust them according to that. And so if there is something more pressing, something that becomes more life threatening or more important, like health or something that happens immediately that needs our attention, then we stray away from our intention because we want to get that done sooner. And so by implementing commitment into our routines and habits is by making it as small as possible. So by taking a breath, for instance, which is doable at any time, is just to remind us of that, right? So it's kind of like putting reminders for the meetings that we have, putting reminders before the meeting to do a minute or two, which leads to self-care in a way. And so that's what my goal is for this week. So I don't know what your goal will be for this week. So maybe you want to set something that you commit to for this week, trying your best to follow that through. All right. So that was it for today. Happy Monday and have a good week. Bye.